Hi, today I'm going to be sharing with you what I call my necessarily hard routes. Now you may be wondering, what is a necessarily hard route? And I don't blame you, it sounds ridiculous, but basically, I noticed that if a person tries to write a really difficult route, it'll usually contain a lot of things that are completely unnecessary just to add difficulty. And what this does is makes a route that is hard if a person is trying to follow exactly what you're trying to do, but people aren't trying to follow exactly what you do, they're just trying to follow where you go. But what I've done is I've created some routes that are very hard, but every hit is completely necessary and intentional, meaning that you're not just sabotaging yourself, you're sabotaging both of you. And so, if you're good enough to pull it off yourself, the other person following you probably won't be able to follow you anymore. And then you gain distance and can do whatever you want. So let's get straight into the first one. And this is also the easiest one. I call it the quintuple underbranch combo. So here's how it goes. Now I'll give you an analysis so that you actually know what you're doing in case you want to try it yourself. Basically, you start with this underbranch. This is underbranch number 1 out of 5, and you basically go straight up with that underbranch into this branch, where you can hit your next underbranch, which, probably the hardest one, is this tiny little branch right here. After you hit that branch, you're on this tree, which is where you can hit off to hit your next underbranch into a straight up hit. And you can jump up here to the final branch and continue wherever you want to go from there. Next route, we'll call this one Light Post Mayhem, I guess. I'm coming up with these names on the spot. Basically, it goes like this. And again, time for the analysis. Basically, it starts with this really difficult underbranch off the lamppost to this tiny branch right here. And then after that, you gotta hit this other tough branch. It's also pretty small. And then this final branch, which is also pretty small. With the way that you hit this small branch right here, you kind of have to do the next 2 hits backwards. And so is the person following you, so each one of these routes is a double-edged blade. So you want to make sure that you're able to do it, but if you pull it off, then you... And now the final route. This is the hardest route of the video, and probably the hardest route that I've ever made. I don't know what to call this one. Dude, I should name it after myself. Nice. Alright. This is the Dumb Bunny route. Alright, so... Alright, so here's a demonstration of the route. And again, time for the analysis. So you want to start off by hitting this small wood platform to hit onto this other small wood platform. Difficulty here comes from you need to hit this platform which is above this ledge, but keep your body below the ledge. You need to go on this straight up thing to this precise underbranch. This underbranch is really tough, and most people can only hit forward from this point because it's so tough to even hit it in the first place. And they continue like this, or something along those lines most of the time. However, you are not granted that level of freedom when I'm the one making the route. You must hit specifically to around this spot. If you don't hit far enough to the side, you won't be able to reach. If you hit too far, you won't have enough time to grab. If you hit too close, your head will hit and you won't have enough time to reach over or hit the next branch. If you hit too far, then you won't be able to reach up and grab the ledge. You must hit right in the right spot. On that hit, where most people can only go straight. And then from there, with literally half a second to react, you must turn 180 degrees. You must hit this really small branch with enough accuracy to underbranch onto this other small branch, to underbranch onto this other small branch. And then you've completed the route. And as with the point of the video, the person chasing you has no other way to go but to follow this exactly or take a longer route. And that was all 3 routes. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can pull one of these off to try in your gameplay. For more useful facts and tips about the game that you wouldn't find in anyone else's tutorial, follow or subscribe to my YouTube channel.